Hello, 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 and welcome to Futuresque 360. This is your channel for inspiration, for growth, and ideas. On the menu today, we have a very interesting, very rewarding topic, and that is how you can embrace the art of giving epic presentations. My name is Omar Radawi, and together we're going to have some fun. So come join me on the ride today. Now, how badly do you want to brush up on your presentation skills? The good news is, if you really want it and you're willing to invest yourself, there's no better time to start than today. Here are a few thoughts that come to mind when I think of this subject. I think insightful content, words well chosen to convey meaning, stories striking a chord with almost everyone, statements elegantly crafted and backed by data and facts, and everything is woven together to drive one's point home. How about a cherry on top? How about a passionate, soul-stirring delivery? That's a lot to take, isn't it? The reality is, there's no secret one-size-fits-all approach or style to delivering epic presentations. But the point that I'm trying to get to is that anything you set your mind to is possible. From humble beginnings, I have embarked on a journey of exploring, of learning and giving things a try. I've failed, I've iterated, I've improved, and I've watched myself try things and experiment and tinker with new approaches. And I can assure you that my journey has been insanely rewarding. And today I'd like to share with you a few diamonds in the rough on how you can improve your presentation skills. Number one, you need to get fired up. You need to start with a mindset shift. And I can't emphasize how important this is as a first step. Plato once said, "Knowledge which is acquired under compulsion obtains no hold in the mind." So you have to approach this topic with passion. You have to really pour your heart into learning and embracing this art. Now, let's talk mindset. Tuning your mind toward the right direction is a powerful first step. Knowing your weaknesses may be a virtue, but be cautious of limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are self-fulfilling prophecies in disguise and can tremendously bog us down. So I urge you to park any limiting beliefs on the side. Matter of fact, get rid of them. Let go of them. Keep in mind, you are drawn for this subject for a reason, and that is you have so much untapped potential within you. Picasso once said, "Everything you can imagine is real." So get to work, my friend, and allow your creative juices to flow. You are the captain of your ship. You don't need permission to elevate your delivery, your use of language, your presence, your ideas and philosophies. Learn and gather the data, the insights and the stories. Get inspired and inspire others in the process. Become an expert in your subject and don't be afraid to share your informed view in your own unique way. And this brings me to our second point, which is you need to let your audience see the world through your lens. Don't just present, my friend. Immerse your audiences in epic experiences of yours. We give listening ears to great presentations, and the secret is they've earned our attention just in the same way a great performance captures our eyes and an engaging story mesmerizes our minds and mesmerizes our imagination. Start creating experiences and let go of the idea of just giving presentations. Conceive, incarnate, and walk your audiences through journeys of yours. Share the journey behind your presentation and how you or those behind the journey got to where they got. Share the fascination, the disappointments, and the headwinds. Speak to the setbacks along the way, the life-altering moments, and the moments of unbridled inspiration. I'm going to put a link down below in the description section for a powerful TEDx talk. This would give you a great example for how you can walk your audiences through a journey. So make sure you watch that. Transcend your emotions toward the subject in discussion. Be authentic and represent the world with your statements as objectively and as personally as possible, because that is going to be your brand going forward. As humans, we think or like to think that we operate on logic. This isn't particularly true. Dale Carnegie is reputed for his famous saying, when dealing with people, remember you are not dealing with creatures of logic, but creatures of emotion. We acquire information and experience the world around us through stimuli and our various sensory inputs. So when I say create experiences, I mean unleash your multidimensional creative faculty. Think of using props, demos, images, audio, illustrations, questions, intriguing questions, or anything that would help you engage and interact with your audience in a meaningful way. And this brings us to our last point, and this one is very, very important to the art of giving epic presentations, and that is you need to embrace storytelling. Storytelling is powerful, so I can't emphasize how important it is. And you need to embrace it, you need to love it, you need to enjoy it as well. Words can work miracles. This is what Jim Rohn once said. And if I were to add something, I would add storytelling does too. Engaging stories stir emotions, arouse interest, and ring bells of deja vu in our minds. We assimilate content through analogies, metaphors, images for the mind or mental images, as well as good storytelling. Most of us are attuned from birth to hear stories. So make sure that you start using this powerful tool to touch other people's hearts and minds. I'm going to put a link down below on how you can start a speech. And in this video, you'll understand more why storytelling is a powerful way to create an engaging start to a speech. Now, we all have stories, memories, and events to share, and they're probably hibernating somewhere in our brains and waiting to be awakened. So unearth these stories and practice using them. And it's really powerful. And you'll find out that you have a lot of stories that you can unearth by just revisiting and reviving some of the stories and some of the events and memories that you've had in the past. I suggest that you watch this epic TEDx talk. I'm going to also put the link down below in the description section. Spoiler alert, there's a lot of content, there's a lot of great ideas embedded in this 17-minute video, so get ready to jot down some notes. Here's another interesting idea for you to play with, and that is there is storytelling and then there's extraordinary storytelling. And here's what I mean by that. People who are great storytellers act on their analytical skills and their creative faculty. They connect the dots. They bring the scattered bits and pieces together. They use the data and carry their observations and analyses to the next level. Then they weave everything together so delicately, as if they're connecting the different pieces of this jigsaw puzzle. They do so delicately that it almost feels that they're giving shape to something that it's much bigger, much grandiose, much more impactful, a grand story, a grand idea, a grand vision. So embrace storytelling. In conclusion, I hope you'd find some value in these tips as you sail your way. Get started and get started today. More is to come on this subject, so tune in and don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and don't forget to share my content as well. For now, thanks so much, and I hope to see you around.